Okay, this is a Year 9 reasoning question. It's a 5-mark question. We're given some information about gold paving slabs through London, and you're given some key information. So the first thing to do from our maths is to identify key information, what mathematical topics they're going to link to, what you need to use, and what you need to find out. So, moving back to the question, you're given information that you have £100 million to spend on some solid gold paving stones, and you need to assume that a paving stone, its dimensions is 90 by 60 by 5 centimetres. 1 centimetre cubed of gold weighs 19.3 grams, and gold costs £33 per gram. This is all of your key information. So we're going to need to calculate a couple of things. We first of all need to calculate the volume. Once we've got the volume, we can then calculate the weight, because we know that 1 centimetre cubed is equal to 19.3 grams. Once we've got the weight, we know that they cost £33 per gram. Okay, so looking back on how we're going to communicate this information, we need to make some clear steps. We need to start with the volume, then work with the weight, then go to the cost of each one. Those are the steps we're going to try and do, and units are important along the way for volume, for weight, and for cost. Okay, so the first thing that we need to figure out is, and some people might find this difficult, how much is 100 million in pounds? So we have 100 with 6 zeros after it. So we've got 100 million pounds to spend. Next thing to find is the volume. So to find the volume of one of your paving stones, you're going to multiply the length by the width by the height or the depth. So we're going to have 90 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 5, and I've already done this on my calculator, which gives you an answer of 27,000 centimeters cubed. So we know that for every 1 centimeter cubed of gold, it weighs 19.3 grams. So the next thing to calculate is the weight of one of the paving stones. And we're going to multiply our answer for the volume by 19.3. And again, I've already got the answer to this question. The answer will be 521,100 grams. So that is the weight of one of our paving stones, clearly indicating the units on both of those answers. Next thing, we know that gold costs £33 per gram. So the next thing to calculate is the cost of each of the paving stones. And we're going to multiply our weight by the cost per gram to give an answer of, I'll write this one down before saying it, so £17,196,300. So at the start we said we need to calculate how many we can buy with £100 million. Each one costs over £17 million. So the last thing to do now is to calculate how many we can buy. And we're going to do that by dividing 100 million by 17 million. 196,300. And we get a final answer of a decimal answer, so we get 5.815. So we can only buy 5 whole paving stones. In the mark scheme, I believe that 5.8 or 5 is accepted as the correct answer. So checking, going back to our maths, does your answer make sense? Yes, it does. I believe so. Answered all of the question. Yes, we've got to the end. We figured out how many paving stones we need. We made sure our units are correct. We've made sure our units are correct all the way through, and we've rounded appropriately at the end of the question.